The Stephen Lee Berstler story is one of hope, inspiration, heartache, and love. Last year, Salisbury University track and field, the university as a whole, all his beloved friends and family lost a wonderful young man. In late December 2011, Steve decided his time with us was finished, and it was with utter shock that ripped through the Salisbury University community like I have never seen. In a lot of ways, this is a story about suicide prevention. In a lot of ways, it is simply about the loss of a friend. In other ways, it's about a process, a journey that still has to be taken. Steve got to Salisbury University in 2009 after attending community college in New Jersey and graduating from West Morris High School. What makes Steve unique for me is that he was a phenomenal athlete as well as a dedicated student, the true definition of a student athlete. Steve wanted to be a physical education teacher and a coach after graduating college. I didn't truly understand the accomplishment it was for Steve to be so successful in academics until after he passed away. At his memorial service, his father, Stephen Lee Berstler Sr., informed the Salisbury track team that Steve had finally come full circle. When he was in high school, he was an individualized education plan student. For Steve, getting into the university like Salisbury was a tremendous accomplishment, but while he was here, he would not settle for just simply being a typical student. He willed himself to make the dean's list every semester, along with being involved in just about every club or organization you can think of. However, he had come full circle, because in 2011 he was working with his high school with students that had IEPs like himself. He had come back to the system that had helped him to ensure that others would have the same opportunities as he did. Steve was selfless in every aspect of the word. If anyone needed his help at any time of the day or night, he would be there for them. It turned out that when I got to Salisbury University in the fall of 2010, I needed Steve's help. As an incoming freshman on the cross-country team, I naturally looked up to Steve. He had always been all-conference in every conference race he'd run in. He had that fearless approach to the sport, to racing, that I really admired. I wanted to be as good as Steve. Since coming to college, my running career has taken a serious halt. I haven't run faster than I did in high school, and I've had more than my fair share of lackluster races. But whether it was through disappointment or success, Steve was there to help me. That fall, Steve was part of our team that went 1, 2, 3, 4 at our conference meet to win in dominating fashion. In many ways, I wanted to know the secret. Why could those guys run so well and I couldn't? Yet we ran the same workouts. I came to realize it was my mental approach. Steve carried himself like a champion. I wasn't. Instead, I was hoping that success would fall into my lap instead of going after it with all the gumption I could muster. I realized I had to change. I had to believe in myself. Fast forward 2 years, and I'm still working on it. 3 injuries later, I'm still hungry for that champion mentality I learned from Steve. Initially, when I heard about Steve's death, I didn't know what to think. There was the obvious sadness of missing my friend, and there was a fire in my gut, a chip on my shoulder. In a way, I just wanted to train so hard and show I could do it, make Steve proud. However, that still hasn't come. The fire is still burning, but the trophy shelf is still completely empty. Yet, I'm able to find a bit of solace from Steve still. He always preached to appreciate the process and that if you keep doing the right thing, success will come. As I'm left wondering about my future as a runner, I also wonder about how we can prevent things like this from happening in the future. Everyone that knew Steve said those last 6 months of his life, he was more grounded and well-rounded than we'd ever seen him. There was no sign of depression or keeping to himself, or any sign that would alarm us at all. Many in the Salisbury community were left wondering if there was anything we could have done or said that would have made a difference. I just hope that for someone else who is so beloved by so many people, we can find another outlet for their frustration. Still, we carry on, missing Steve's ear, the ear smile that can be seen across campus, missing that unwavering work ethic and relentless support Steve brought to everything and everyone. But at the end of the day, we carry on, running for Steve. Run hard, rest easy, buddy.